Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Numithrandor, and today we're dealing in Dungeons and Dragons. So we're here in the consecrated snowfield, and it occurred to me that there is a monster that I haven't dealt with, and a sword that I have yet to acquire. A sword which, honestly, is a bit of a disappointment, all things considered. The Golden Order Greatsword. It's a really cool weapon. Love the design of it. But, unfortunately, it's a holy weapon that you only get here, at the tail end of the game in its entirety. And unfortunately, holy damage is next to worthless against pretty much all of the major bosses that are yet to be faced. So here's that dragon I mentioned. The Great Worm Theodorix. Now I'm going to need him to follow me a little bit, because I'm gonna have him bust open this statue over here. Oh! Okay, then. And he didn't even break the damn statue. Blimey. I didn't realize he would one-shot me like that. But I believe I heard 3 separate instances of damage. One when he barreled into me, a second, I believe, when the lava hit me, and then a third one, I guess, when he moved again. I was going for fighting him at night for the ambiance, but I don't care enough to reset that. Let's find out whether or not he even broke the statue or not. My guess would be no. And it would seem that I was... yeah. The answer is no. We got close, but he missed it. Okay. Come on, dragon. I'm gonna start killing you while we're on our way. Come on. And that'll also double up to keep him interested in chasing me. Because I know that his pursuit range can sometimes be a bit short for this. Yep, not gonna kill him anytime soon with that kind of damage. Come on. Don't want to come charging again. Come on. Now that ought to have done it. Yep, looks like it did. Yep, it's open. Smithing stone 8 times 3. Okay, now to fight him properly. Oh! Longer range than I thought. Oh, and I'm next to the octopus. Okay, let's get Tish in, because I don't like the odds of accidentally getting bastardized by the octopus out of nowhere. Oh, there's 2 of them. This is getting a bit, oh, gotcha. Okay, that's 1 octopus dealt with. Now let's move well away from that. Oh, there's a 3rd octopus? Oh, I can get a crit on Theodorix. Gotcha. Whoa, you are getting killed by the octopi. Oh, and they're blocking my shot, too. Okay, I'm not... not sure whether I should be leaving Theodorix alive, but... Oh! Never mind about leaving him alive. He's... The octopus really did a number on him. And finishing you off as well. Oh. Okay. Now that was a bit much, but, well, job well done, Tish. Did a very good job wiping out all of them. But I did not expect that to go quite that way. I was fully expecting to have to fight Theodorix after having him, break the statue for me. Well, not like I'm complaining. That went swimmingly. Cave of the Forlorn. And right off the bat, we have a dead dragon. And looking at it, this looks a bit like one of the dragons you might have seen in Dark Souls 3. Then again, how many different designs for dragon even are there? I rather doubt the idea that this is supposed to be a dragon from Dark Souls 3. No. Probably just a random dragon that wound up dead here. What do we have here? Rune 7. And the dragon acts as my ramp to get back out of here. Alright. Now, if I remember correctly, this cavern is where I'll find the the Golden Order Greatsword. Let's look around the corners to start with. I swear, rolling into those really ought to impale you, but, Oh! And the rat snuck up on me. Okay. I do love Ronnie's wedding gift. Now, what's in here? Oh. I do hate the fact that I can get staggered by the little nippers. Freezing grease. Okay, nothing there. Okay, I guess that's everything here. How about you? Try left. Rat ahead. Yeah, I suppose there would have been, before I killed it. No, that reminds me. Did a bit of grinding. So, I gotta put the Taker's cameo back on. Okay, looks like that's everything down this little corridor. It's been so long since I came back to this particular area. And I only did this area once, as I recall. Came here on my first playthrough, and then never bothered with it again. Because it didn't seem, well, to be much of anything else here. Ooh, that's a big boy. Ah, the delay on that. Okay. Going to be a nuisance. I'll make you pay for it. Oh, you just barely lived through that, did you? Agents of Underground Tomb. Nope, I don't see a hidden path here. Ironic as that statement might be. All the same, let's continue onward, deeper into the cavern. Oh, something on a higher floor up there. We're going to have to find our way back up to that. Let's see. Perhaps. Oh. Slipped and slid right off. Well. Not sure if I was supposed to be able to get up here this way, but we made it. Not much backtracking required, apparently. Now, why are Mikola's lilies here? Well, one answer is simply the fact, well, that another creation, shall we say, of Radagon is present here. And this place does, thereby, have a relation to the second Elden Lord and the King Consort. That he was the father of Mikola and Melania, after all, as well as Rani, Radon. Who else? Oh, blimey, what was his name? Praetor Rykard. Who else? I know there's at least one more in that list. You'd think I would be more familiar, but no. My memory is failing me at the moment. No matter. Path leading downward. Let's go down the dark road first. Assuming I can get back up. Okay, made it. Okay, let's find our way back around. I have got rather turned around, I suspect. Yeah. So back this way. Okay, up there was our first treasure. Nothing there. Alright, here's where we found our way to jump into a pit. Ah, here we go. Another giant monster. Fortunately, I was prepared this time. as the buff on Ronnie's sword really does make all the difference. Let's see. Oh, another one of you things. You do, unfortunately, remind me of Master Hugh. And I suspect that was no coincidence. I was wondering when or if you would hit me again. Oh. I was hoping to get a critical hit on him. Special animation impaling him to the ground. But either I came too late for it, or I simply ended up in the wrong position. Oh well. I see. Dead end indeed. Oh well. Still some runes for slaying these monsters. Although I call them monsters, they might very well be creations of Radagon and Marika. And Master Hugh might be of their kindred. Much as you might say these creatures have kin, that is. The concept of parentage is somewhat strange in the lands between. Particularly where Melania and Mikola are concerned. Who or what their parents truly are is something of an open question at this point. So, anything back here? Nope. Oh, jellyfish. And unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to get by this. Nope. The answer is no, I won't. Oh well. I don't like hurting these guys. They're kind of pretty. And normally, they are safe. But something down here has angered them, making them hostile. That one had higher health than the others. I wonder what was different about it that would give it higher HP. That it also was not hostile. At least, not until I attacked the other. The others with it, that is. Now, I know there is a plotline centered around the summonable jellyfish, but offhand, I don't quite remember where to go to deliver her to her family. Dragon, you say? Well, we have a hole to drop down yet again. Oof. Thought I was going to fall too far there. Freezing grease. Now, in Dark Souls 1 or 2, this fall would probably be lethal. Thankfully, this is Elden Ring. And I don't need to worry quite as much when it comes to plummeting. At least, heights like that won't kill me. But now, we have a beast to contend with. But I'm not going to fight you one-on-one. Why should I fight fair? The misbegotten crusader. Honestly, I feel like I kind of bullied that one. And now we have the Golden Order Greatsword. As I said, this is ostensibly another of my favorites. I really do like the design of it. And if I had the ability to use it, it would also have one of the coolest weapon arts in the game. But at the moment, I simply do not have the faith to wield it. Greatsword made of light, modeled after the Elden Ring itself, forged by King Consort Radagon to proudly symbolize the tenets of the Golden Order, one of the legendary armaments. Telltale signs betray that this was once the greatsword bequeathed to him by his first wife, Renala. Yes, Radagon is a colossal bastard for this. For this in particular. He took the very weapon, the wedding gift that Renala gave to him. He took it and he defiled it, transforming it into this. Into a sword symbolizing his wedding to Marika. And this weapon in particular actually lends credence to an idea I have concerning Radagon and his origin. But I don't quite have enough material yet. Not enough. I haven't got the right item just yet to substantiate, or substantiation might not really be possible, but rather, I don't have all the pieces yet to place them as I would complete this puzzle. Yeah, so we're going to hold off just a little longer to fully describe what I think of Radagon. As Radagon's true identity, who he was, is one of the bigger mysteries in the lands between. And there are several different ways to interpret him in particular. Oh! Okay, just going to jump scare me with an octopus, are you? I do love the fact that I can instantly get the crit on you. Makes dealing with you so much easier. Now then. I think, since we have the time, we're not going to the Erdtree just yet. Instead, I want to kill another boss in this region. However, this one is going to require a bit of prep work on my part. But prep work that you can all enjoy right here and right now. Because the preparation for this is going to be me taking care of that cathedral over yonder. Because that one right there is actually going to be a massive pain for dealing with a death ritual bird down in the ravine that this guy is currently looking into. Yep. Rotten Duelist Greaves and his great axe. Not half bad for a one go round. And down there in that ravine, that's where I'm going to encounter the death ritual bird. But there is a problem. Because that mausoleum over there will launch all manner of magic artillery and nonsense in my direction as soon as I go into that ravine. And if it's still raining nonsense down on me, like that, yeah, if it's still doing that by the time I face the death bird, it will be a nightmare. So I'm going to go and pacify this mausoleum before I go after the death bird. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. You're going to burn all my flasks, aren't you? So I am going to need to rest at a grace before I deal with the death bird regardless. Okay. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Better than half my health gone for being stomped by this thing. Okay, that's one leg. Come on. Ow. Yeah, having your weapon bounce is already annoying, but this thing makes that into a deadly happenstance. Oh, come on. Okay, haven't done enough. Oh! Oh, Damn, what even? Oh, I think I know what happened. I was swinging my sword when the foot stomped me, so it counted as a critical hit on me. I think I heard the sound effect for that, for a critical blow being landed. Okay. Oh, there we are. Oh, and we're all the way over here again. Wonderful. Oh! And Torrent is dead, and I'm not even halfway to him. Sorry, Torrent, but I'm going to need your help to get closer to this thing. Come on. I wonder how much of my work breaking the crystal has been undone. Are you? No, you're not kidding. And there goes all my runes. Okay. Okay, so this one is going to be a pain. I was hoping that dealing with the mausoleum would be the easy part. But no. No, it won't. Okay. Let's try this again. Can I make it before they land on me again? Yes, I can. Okay, perhaps I should try a lighter, faster weapon. Oh. Okay, the bounce is gonna get me killed with this one. So let's go big and hefty, so hopefully we don't get bounced. Yeah, that's better. Ooh, cute. You almost stepped on me. And the wind from that almost got me in deep, deep trouble. Okay. Okay. It's about the best I can do for that leg. Okay, come on. I wonder how many of these I'm gonna have to kill. Ouch! And instant dead again. Okay. And every single time I do this, the skills on its feet get replaced. So I can't whittle it down, I just have to manage. I don't know why this is being such a pain right now. It never usually is. Okay, let's try again. Can I? No, I can't. I can kinda see where they're coming from. Maybe. Oh, 3 and 1. So that was a nice swing. Nope, too high. Okay, only going to attack right after its foot is landed, so hopefully I can avoid being crushed again. And the feet do have a knack for picking up rapidly. Oh, and oh, I thought I was dead again. I really did. As I'm getting impatient with this. Yeah, I'll grab my runes for all the good that'll do me. Oh. I think that did it, finally. Ay, ay. Yeah, that took several times longer than I meant it to. Well, that's what I get for being impatient with it. Ay ay. So now to decide which remembrance I want to use. Let's see. Well, I do love the incantations that the Lich Dragon provides. I'm not sure that it's actually worthwhile having a second copy of his ability. Let's see. Well, I think the safest one would probably be for Rykard. After all, I did not bring for the blasphemous blade this time around. Instead, choosing his sorcery. And while Rykard's rancor was at least a halfway decent bit of sorcery, I will say that it does not compare with the sword of Rykard, the blasphemous blade. So, I will be switching to that going forward. We come to the end of Latenna's questline. Well, we're here too. Come, Latenna.
O young yet towering sister of ours, let the birthing droplet in and create life for us, for all the Albinorics. Thank you. I finally fulfilled my purpose.
And I thank you mightily for that reward. One of the very, very few somber ancient dragon smithing stones. Well worth the trip all by itself, I dare say.
Our towering sister will give us hope. Now that nothing is left unfinished, I will join you in battle to the bitter end. And when the fighting is done, then you may lay me to rest. Beside Lobo, my dear wolf.
I will grieve at that parting, Latenna. You were a good friend and companion on this adventure. But I will indeed return you to Lobo, to your beloved wolf. It is the least that I can do to repay you. I do wish that I could also take the towering sister elsewhere, to provide her some shelter as she begins the renewal of the Albinorics. But, well, I have my doubts about Gideon, and whether the Round Table Hold would even be a safe refuge for her, or for anyone else, for that matter. Now, that reminds me, I also got my favorite shield right there. The Silver Mirror Shield. Shield of radiant silver, festooned with amber, and carried by Loretta, Knight of the Erdtree. The shape is said to imitate that of a sacred drop of dew, which inspired the absurd rumor that Loretta herself was an Albinoric. Now, one of the reasons this was a favorite is that 89 magic resistance. Plus, I just really, really like the look of this one. Yeah, really do like the design of this shield. Now, it's time to go murder a bird. The ritual bird of death. And as I said... Oh, hold on, there's a bunch of... jellyfish over here. Trinus lilies. Skill. I would hazard a guess that... the jellyfish summon will be important somewhere around here. Or at least somewhere near other jellyfish. Oh, Somber Smithing 9. Fantastic. Now then, well, I'll figure out where to go for the jellyfish and her questline. But for right now, we have a clear shot for dealing with the ritual bird. At the very least, we will not have the bombardment from that mausoleum to concern ourselves with. Though whether or not we can actually kill the bird, all that smoothly is another matter entirely. Nope. Nope. See what I mean about smoothless? Oh, why am I locked on to it? Okay. I've been put on the back foot. Okay. Okay. Okay then. So two things stood out to me right at the outset of that fight. One, I was not able to summon Tish. For whatever reason, the summoning pools did not reach the area of that fight. So that's point one. Point two, the Moonlight Sword with its frost buildup was not working well against that creature. So, let me think of a different weapon. I have a few options. Having fire might be useful. Yeah, we'll go with fire this time around. Let me see. I wonder if there is actually a summoning pool that I just didn't activate around here. No. Not seeing one. There was a stake of Marika. Very close, but... I guess I'll check by the stake. Perhaps there was a summoning pool near it that I simply overlooked. Wouldn't be the first time I've missed such a thing. I mean, I did manage to completely miss a map elsewhere. On that subject, I have yet to unlock the full area of the snowfields, or more accurately, of the mountaintop of the giants. Teleporting knights. Okay. Just don't care to be staggered, eh? Caught you. Well, this was a fight that I wasn't really expecting. I do love the double tap, followed by the stance break that can give. And that rather neatly got around his defense. Just a plain old knight's greatsword, eh? Ah, looks like we have another knight. Can I backstab you to take you out of the fight quickly? I'm gonna have to kill the other one first, otherwise he'll notice. Okay. You went out of reach. Honestly, that was kinda silly. Because you were so out of reach that your attacks wouldn't possibly have hit me either. Okay. Got you with... Oof. Just managed to poke you to death at the last second. And you drop the Mausoleum Knight armor. Huh. If I didn't already have a set of your armor, that would be lovely. But I do, because I bothered to farm up a full set of your armor. Before we go after the Deathbird, if I remember correctly, this is around the area where I would normally have found a blood noble and guarding, and he would be guarding a portal that would lead into the Mogwin Palace. Let's see if I can find him right quick. I know he was at least in the mountaintops of the giants, but I forget whether or not it was in the snowfield in particular that he might be found. Again, came through here a long time ago. Let's see. The red flowers are a promising indication, at least. A bit of the plague of the Lord of Blood to be seen here. Oh, a rune. Yeah, that's a rune bear, alright. Poor fool died all the way out here. Ah, and there he is. The portal and the noble that I sought. Let's see if I can avoid... You know what? First strike wins. Or not. That's a lot of health. And I can't see anything through the fog you just created. Ooh. I blocked. But it barely made a difference. I don't know how you missed, but I'm not complaining. You take a lot of putting down. Ay ay. I don't think that was even worth the trouble, honestly. So if there are any more of those rune bears, let's give them a wide berth. Yes. Foul Albinorix. Corrupted by Lord Moog. And the Sanguine Noble has invaded us. There he is. Okay. Aye, aye. Okay. Double Reduvias. Kinda wish we could actually have that going, but... well, we can't. Not until New Game Plus, anyway. Okay. And we're all the way back at the Apostate Derelict. Okay, well, now I know where I'm going, at least. So we can try to get back there a fair bit quicker. Not going to deal with the Headless Knight and his entourage. Don't need to get back to where I'm going. Ay, ay. Alright, over this ridge. Let's see if we can avoid the rune bear this time. Alright, and now we've been invaded. Don't want to get too close to the rune bears, or to anything else, really. Oh! Okay. Well, that didn't go to plan. As if there was a plan to start with. Okay. I was not able to stagger him. So I got blitzed to death by the double Reduvias. Ay, ay. Okay, so I swapped out the weapon for dealing with the bird, but now I want revenge on this noble, so I'm going back to the Moonlight Sword for a bit. Oh, that reminds me, I didn't pick up my runes. Well, that's another, what, 200,000? 300? Gone. All told, 500 some odd thousand down the drain this episode alone. Not that it really matters, if I'm being honest. 500,000 is just one level up now. So it's annoying to lose all of that, but honestly, I don't care for it. Not at this point, anyway. Okay, we're back. And so will he be in a moment. I see you. You almost got me. Why are you fat rolling? No, that's just the sound of the snow crunching under us. Sanguine Noble hood, robe, and waistcloth. Now, if I'm honest, I would have loved the Sanguine Noble getup if it were not for how they chose to split it up. The fact that they took the lower portion of the robe and had to hack it off and make it a separate armor piece, especially one with no shoes, just completely ruined the whole set for me. I never really cared for the hood, but the chest piece could have been real fun. Especially if it came with the full cloak and robiness under it, but alas, it's simply not how that worked. And now we'll see where we could have entered Mohg's palace if we had waited until we arrived at the consecrated snowfield. Which admittedly is quite a long, long time to wait before getting here. Yep, if you came all the way to the snowfield and then wound up here, then the enemies here would be at an appropriate level for you. As opposed to what would happen if you came here using Vare's seal, the pureblood ring. In that case, you could get there all the way back from the land of Liurnia. So you might not even have entered Rea Lucaria yet and be able to come here. And in that case, this place could be a nightmare for you. But I merely wish to show what happens if you came through the portal to get here. Now we're back to go and kill that bird, because I'm not done with this recording until he's dead. And I just realized there might be a way to make this easier on myself. Though, I'm going to need Master Hugh's assistance for this one. The Godslayer Greatsword was always a personal favorite of mine, just for its aesthetic, and for its really, really, really cool black flame Ash of War. But mine is only at +7 at the moment, so we need to find out whether or not I can get it to +9. I don't think I'm gonna +10 this one. The somber ancient smithing stones are far too rare. So I won't be using one of those up for this. Let's get started with this. See if we have enough.
Well, I took you for dead no matter to lay out your arms.
Smithing 8 we have. And we picked up a 9 just a minute ago. There we go. Godslayer Greatsword +9. And I'll level up my shield, why not? Alright. Now, I believe fire will work better than frost against the death ritual bird. So hopefully this will go more smoothly. Now that I think of it, I might also make use of Rykard's Rancor while I'm at it. What else? Then I'll need to rest here a moment longer to make it night once again. Alright. Now to Mount Torrent And return once again to the site of battle. Admittedly, this is a slightly longer ride. Longer than some of the boss run-backs. But this is a kind of secret super boss sort of deal. The boss hidden away at night. And only accessible toward the very end of the game. So I think it meets several of the criteria for being considered a super boss. Okay, and I die immediately. I'm glad you whipped that. Not sure that's actually any better. That is an unreasonable amount of damage. Yeah, and that's not actually hurting him all that much. Okay. I was guarding, but he still hit me through it anyway. Ouchie, ouch. Ow. That delay. Okay, Rike's Ranker is actually working pretty well. Or it would do if I weren't getting murdered. Okay. Wasn't really worth it if I die right here. Is he recovering health, or am I just doing no damage? Rike's Ranker is doing real well. Me, on the other hand, I'm gonna die in a sec if this keeps going. And I've burned through all my healing. I'm getting close, but... Oh, and I'm dead. Oh, horrifically pecked to death dead. Okay. Well, at least I've hit upon my strategy for killing him. Namely, spamming Rike's Ranker against him. As long as I can stay alive, that should finish him for me. I'll have to try this again. And it's a damn good thing I didn't waste the Somber Ancient on the bloody Godslayer, thinking that would be the trick. Let's wait till nightfall again. Okay. I would be halfway tempted to try and use Torrent to keep distance. But attempting to use Torrent is exactly what lost me half of my health the first time. As I wound up getting killed. Or very nearly killed. Trying to attack while I was still riding Torrent. Oh, yeah, that. felt real close. Not liking that much, are you? Oh. Gotcha. Ow. That didn't look like it should have hit me, but oh well. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm running out of Estus again. Ha! Reichard's Rancor to the rescue. Ay ay. I dare say I did rather poorly in that fight. But he's dead and I live. That's really all that matters. Apart from pride. Well, that got kicked in the teeth and thrown in a ditch from the first 2 bloody rounds of that. And from being murdered by the mausoleum and then murdered again repeatedly by the sanguine noble. Yeah, pride. Well, with all that done, I think I will call it a day here. So, if you've enjoyed this, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a good day.